pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza. The big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend. Welcome into the Malone Radio Show, sponsored by The Post. Here are your hosts, Executive Director John Goodwin and Athletic Director Michael Hunter. The Malone Radio Show on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sounds like we back.
Man,
better than
back,
ever.
Boy, we back.
Another week.
Another one down.
Did this week go fast or what?
Man.
We are back at 93.7 The Ticket, the Malone Radio Show, Lincoln, Nebraska. Let me kick this off so we can get it out the way, because we have a special guest. Y'all gonna think he Barry White, but
no, they think
you
Barry White.
You heard the laugh.
They think you Barry White.
We about to get it going.
I'm the light Barry White.
The light. Here we go. Here we go. This may be the funniest hour you all may have all week.
Oh man.
This is John Goodwin, along with Michael Hunter of the Malone.
Talking about my voice.
And we, you see, I'm your conscience.
Maybe bring back the lips. Yeah, I didn't forgot about it.
Oh, my man D Love is in the house.
He in here. Scratching in the mixer.
Yeah, I got my turntables. I was finna bring them in there, but I was saying, nah, not on the first time.
Hey.
Not on the first one. Put them in the trunk.
You say leave him in the trunk?
Leave them in the trunk.
Leave him in the trunk.
Leave him in the trunk.
D Love bringing back some names, man. I thought he forgot. We are listen. We're gonna get started here, because you know what, we have a lot to talk about tonight. A lot of laughing. So if you are listening to the show tonight, please sit back. Don't drink a whole lot, because you may be laughing real hard tonight.
Yeah, possibility. Because it's gonna be, bruh. Yeah, it's gonna be, because I ain't had no sleep.
Mike on fumes. He's coming in from Missouri, 5 hours on the road, 5-6 hours on the road, driving a van like daddy daycare.
I felt like Eddie Murphy.
Jiggle it.
I felt like Eddie Murphy, the Golden Child version. Say
This is the Malone Radio Show. Our vision is to create unity and prosperity throughout Lincoln while honoring the African American heritage.
How do we do it?
The mission is to eliminate multi-generational poverty in Lincoln, and we do that with the holistic programs that we offer the community.
It's nice.
You guys are laughing up a storm.
Nice.
Hey, you know what? Somebody probably think we just left Colorado.
Somebody need to laugh. You know, first off, let's just say Nebraska, they're a different team at home. I will say that. I was at the game tonight, got a chance to watch them play, and they just a different team tonight.
Who they play?
Minnesota.
Oh,
they played Minnesota.
They played Penn State last.
Stomping.
Yeah, they did. They on stump mode. See, we got bid
in
the house.
Yeah, bid. Okay.
Bid on the ones and twos.
Okay.
Bringing in that music.
Stomping.
But we are in studio tonight live. We want to be able to share with you all what are the great things that are going on in this beautiful community that we are living in. I will say that for those who don't know, we've had two special events Malone did. We had our first Black History event in 69 years. I don't know how they made it through 69 years without an event. But I think churches or other organizations or something like that had it. But Malone kicked off the event.
Inaugural.
Let's go ahead, might as well go say that.
All right, inaugural.
And then we had a Breaking the Cycle event on Friday, where there was a lot of history.
I wanted to be at that one too, but I didn't miss both of them.
You missed both of them. I don't know, but they were great events. I think that was the last event before the building is torn down in March.
Man, because when I stopped by the office today, I went into the office. I saw all the hard hats and yellow tape. I was gonna put one on.
The way that building go, you should have been wearing it every day.
People don't believe it. It's ghosts. I'm trying to tell you, it's ghosts in there.
Yeah, it's something up in there.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. I'm trying to tell you, they finna be real upset.
Let's just put it this way: the building caught on fire about 3-4 times,
and still there,
and put his own self out. Put his own self out. It was like, woof, like the
ancestors was like,
yeah.
Here we go again.
Not today.
So truth be told, when they pull the machines up, they might not work. They might have some mechanical issues.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Are y'all doing bricks from the center? Are y'all selling bricks or sponsoring bricks? I need a brick.
We
I
slanging them.
Definitely need me a cinder block.
We slanging them.
Get your brick. Come get you a brick.
I definitely need a brick.
Wait till we get out of that first though. And I think it's gonna be some other people in there tearing up stuff. You know, Marcus from the fire department called me and like everybody trying to get up in there before
they ready to demolish. I'm telling you, all the goodies are in the garage. That's where all the goodies are.
I came away with a couple of them goodies.
I'm trying to tell y'all.
Yeah.
So if y'all looking for stuff, some historical things with a lot of community advocates, names, big people who've done a lot of stuff in the community back in the day. The garage.
Yeah.
Garage, man.
In the garage.
Yeah.
For some, this is a sad moment.
It is.
You got to think about this, man. This building been up since the 1980s. People have grown up in this building. So we don't want to be.
That's me. I'm people.
Yeah.
So you grew up in the building.
Yeah. I'm people.
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about it. Yeah.
Let's take it back. Let's take it back to for me, probably 93.
Jabot jeans was just hitting.
Yes.
Yeah.
We talking Carl Kanai.
Yeah, okay.
Cross colors.
Yeah.
Totally all the stuff I could not afford.
X-Patch.
I had a paper route just trying to keep my J's. It was like you had your J's, but all the rest of that I couldn't afford that.
Well, look.
So I was a part of Cosmos, which was a very prominent basketball team for African American youth in the community for many years. And so my first moment at the Malone was chasing this basketball dream. And so the Malone was a place that I fell in love with from day one, which is why I've tried to stay in the, just try to stay a part of the Malone,
right,
in any way that I could, because I remember the energy and I could, it was almost like it happened yesterday. I came in and at the time the Malone was a drop-in center, so you could just come through,
right,
and there was something for you to get into. So shout out to my man Ted Parks,
Big Parks,
Nate Woods,
Big Nate,
Nate the Great.
I can run names for years. But when I came in, it was like this. You came in, and if you wanted to play basketball, you had to go participate in the club. So I believe at the time it was Kwanzaa.
Okay.
So if you wanted to go shoot hoops, you had to go to Kwanzaa. You had to go sit and learn some stuff.
Yeah.
And get some, get some of that good word, that good education. And then, you could eat, and then you was playing basketball, and we was sliding up down that slippery floor. And you know, I just fell in love with the Malones. Like, you know, we were relatively new in the community and didn't really know where the tap in was,
Right.
you know, where everybody was at. And I just remember that first moment I stepped into the Malone. I was like, wow,
Because
this is where
you're a
everybody's at.
native, because you're not a Lincoln native, are you?
Well, I mean, I'm you could
can
call
say
it that. You could say that.
but
You could
where
definitely
you
say that.
originally?
I was born in Chicago.
Gotcha.
Then we moved to Omaha and moved to Lincoln
Gotcha.
when I was
Okay.
real young. So,
Okay.
my parents, you know, they didn't know where everybody was,
Right.
but they was at the Malone, and so I played at the Malone Center for many years. Ended up coming back to volunteer and just was a part of programs and had my own programs and ran this amazing program called the Talented 10th for years.
Yes.
Where we worked with African American boys 13 to 18. And so, you know, I love the Malone. I could
Right.
tell stories about the Malone for hours. So, you know, the Malone Center is something that is near and dear to my heart. You know, I coached 2G at the Malone, played basketball at the Malone, cooked for kids in the Malone,
Right.
DJ'd at the Malone. We used to throw parties at the Malone. You know, my OG Philly Phil, he was the DJ for the street dances at the Malone.
Secret?
Phil Secret.
Okay, big shout out to Phil.
DJ Philly Phil. I used to look up to him when I would come to the street dances at the Malone.
Right.
And so, like, you know, it's just Juneteenth, you know, fond memories of the Malone Center. So I'm just proud. I probably talk about y'all several times a week because, you know, I feel like it's my responsibility to change the narrative because, you know, we know that there has been certain narratives that have, you know, kind of been a cloud around the Malone Center. And I tell people all the time because like, oh man, I ain't been to Malone, or somebody say something. I'm like, yo, I am just so proud of where the Malone is in terms of what hands, the hands that the Malone Center is in. And, you know, I'm proud to have been an employee of the Malone. You know, was a director of youth programs at the Malone.
Right.
I ain't got no program, but
Yet.
Sorry, I had to throw that in. That's a little inside thing.
You killed John.
Oh,
John is dead.
Oh man.
But you know, every you know, I'm constantly talking to people like, yo, you wouldn't believe, you know, the direction that the Malone is going, and a lot of people don't know, and I don't know everything because I'm not in there, you know, day to day. I ain't really chopped it up with y'all in a minute, you know. I kind of, you know, I'm on the outside looking in, but I'm just proud, you know, I'm just so proud. You know, it's like we're probably the second to last community center to get revamped. I think the Indian Center is probably, you know, they definitely need to get, you know, that place revamped. But the Malone is, you know, we've seen the F Street, we've seen the Cedars, we've seen the lighthouses, we've seen a lot of these centers start from here, and then, you know, now here we are, and it's just a beautiful thing to see the Malone Center getting ready to take that next step and this next journey. And so I'm just proud of y'all.
Yeah,
we definitely appreciate that, man. One thing you said was the street. Give us a visual of what the street dance was like.
Right. I was just, well,
because I hear that all the time.
Yeah,
street dance.
Listen, listen. Me and like 10 of us, we walking, and we got the freshest. I remember I had on my Chicago White Sox with the button up.
Ooh.
And the fresh kicks, and we walking down the street with the wind blowing like we Michael Jackson out here. Like we in the episode of Thriller, we walking down the street. On the way to the street dance. And so was everybody else.
Right.
Like everybody was going to the street dance. We talking about literally hundreds of people in the parking lot. Philly Phil and friends got the sound system out in the parking lot stage, and it's like it was a street dance, and it was just the whole community was out there.
Man, we should bring it back.
They got the fighting and stuff, and
imagine that.
and you know, sometimes we mess it up for ourselves, and so, But I often talk to people about them street dances. Like, we need to bring that back. And I think that it could work if we had the right numbers of chaperones.
Right.
I think we got to have a strong chaperone game, and it
Right.
could work.
Right.
And we just, we organize as adults to make sure that we put safety first, and the young people know that there's people behind them, watching them, monitoring.
Yep.
And we always talk about that, like at the barbershop, whatnot, like the old school Malone street dances.
Right.
I've DJ'd several events in that gym, from fraternity events to community events to weddings to funerals, in the Malone Center. It's just, that's home for me, But them street dances and the basketball, I'm so glad to see youth sports coming back into that gym, because that was big. We had the softball league, we had the Cosmos basketball team, and like Cosmos, you talking about some of the best players in the city,
right?
All coming to the Malone and coming through the Malone,
right?
And we played all summer, we played all year, and a lot of the people that I played with, they went on to be prominent high school basketball players, and some of them went on to college. We got a few that went on to play professional. So it's just a ton of history, and this is just stuff that I can just draw just sitting here. But it's just, I have been through so many events, so many memories at the Malone. So, it's just dope to see, my people in the position that they're in, because I know that the Malone is in great hands.
Right. So knowing that, there's so much history that, you've been involved in and witnessed, when you see, or when this transformation is about to happen, like, what does that how does that make you feel?
I'm just, it's like it's long overdue.
Right.
You wanted to, if you're me, you want to see the Malone win. You want to see that community center be successful, because without that center, I wouldn't be who I am.
Right.
I wouldn't have the relationships that I have, and it's the people. Like, I cannot tell you how many times I had to go to Nate, like, Nate, I know you don't want to stay late.
Right.
I know you ain't trying to be here, but like, I got nowhere else to take these kids. Like, I need a place to practice. I need a place to do this program. I need a place to do this party. My step team ain't got nowhere to be. Can you please help me? And Nate was like, do you love me?
Sound like
and Nate held me down. Like, he held me down so many times. He stayed like, yo, B. Don't be asking me too many more times. I got you this time, baby. But he never stopped getting me. Like, he never stopped getting me. And
they go get
They can't even speak. They're laughing so hard.
Oh man, Nate was man. Look, man, he got you. He got you.
They go get you.
Yo, I love Nate. Like I'm telling this, like, I cannot tell you how many times Nate looked out for me. And director after director, and we go through. We're talking TJ McDowell. We're talking Tammy Soper. We're talking. So many great people in the community that was there, and that just helped me out, because I was trying to do stuff,
right,
and you can't if you don't got nowhere to be.
That's true.
You have to be able to go to somebody and be like, yo, I got this idea for this program or this event or this, that, and the third. Can you help me? And I could always go to the Malone, and it was always love.
Right. It's funny that you say that, because it's like, in 2019, when the athletic department was introduced to the Malone as well. So, but I'll jump in that. We're gonna take a quick break, and then we'll jump back into that. 93.7 The Ticket. We'll be right back on the Malone Show.
Tune in to the Malone Radio Show from 9 to 10 p.m. every Sunday night to learn more about the Malone Center's goal to eliminate multi-generational poverty in Lincoln. It's the Malone Radio Show every Sunday night from 9 to 10 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Be a memory for your grandchildren. Among Nebraska adults age 65 or older, 47% report current alcohol use. Drinking too much can cause harm to children, family members, and loved ones. By drinking less, you will still be around for your grandchildren. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now, they've raised wages again, and they're hiring for production operators at $24.62 per hour, which grows to $28.97 per hour within 3 years. Skilled trade positions now start at $33.36 per hour, with opportunities to make more based on certifications. Continental also has salary jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates, with increased bonuses and vacation for new hires. To learn more or apply, go to continentaljobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
Attention all Wings fans. 89-cent wings are back on Tuesdays at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Lincoln. Enjoy the best wings in town for boneless or traditional at a price that makes the whole family happy. And now at the Williamsburg Village Wings and Rings, you can enjoy $1.50 tall boys in Bud Light, Coors Light, Busch Light, and Michelob Ultra every day after 7 p.m. and all day on Sundays. Get to Wings and Rings today and make sure to stop by on Tuesdays for 89-cent wings.
Hey guys, Jake Sorensen here from Early Break. The garage door at our house has been needing replacement for a couple years, and a few months ago, we finally did something about it. Steve's Garage Doors and Services was great through the whole process in providing options and also going to the next level to get a door that was approved by our HOA. And best of all, the removal of the old door and installation of the new door was done smoothly with no issues. Call Steve's Garage Doors and Services today at 402-480-2840.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize before participating in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the K&TK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeit. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Now back to the Malone Radio Show, sponsored by The Post on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Man. Welcome back to the Malone Radio Show.
I love it.
Yeah, that beat drop hard.
I love it.
That beat drop hard. Yeah, buddy.
Boom.
Hey, we want to give a big shout out to the Post. My main man, Jesse Foster, down there at the Post. Try to tell y'all, if y'all get down there, 2001 N Street, y'all get down there. Y'all mention my name, y'all might get a discount.
Yeah, we just did an event there last week.
How'd they go?
We did a Mardi Gras event, and my homegirl and her mother, beautiful people, Kiana and Sharon. They're from New Orleans. They came over in Katrina, and they came through with a pot this big of homemade gumbo.
Man,
and rice and the gumbo. You know, you had the shrimps in there, you had the crab, the real crabs, you had the andouille sausage. It was amazing. And we, you know, I had my New Orleans playlist, the Zydeco with the, you know, the New Orleans bounce with and then threw some Master P and some Mystical in there, and we had a time at the Post. So shout out to the Post, shout out to Jesse. We're gonna be doing a lot more events at the Post coming up. So, you know, it's a beautiful place to, you know, to go kick it.
Man, it is. I mean, it's laid back. It's no hoorah, it's no laid back. If you just want to come in, it's, you know, you got to, you know, if you want to come in on a day where it's not, you know, middle of the day, or you can play chess. You know, it's just a place for you to just, you know, after work type vibe, you know.
And they got the Sunday brunch coming up too. I don't know how much I can speak about them, but
talk about it. Talk about that Sunday brunch.
Yeah. So, can I say business names?
Yeah.
Okay. So Lila Mays is partnering with the Post to do the Sunday brunches.
Okay.
And so I'm not sure if it's an ongoing every Sunday, but they've been doing it regularly. And you're talking about like on the buffet is shrimp and grits. It's on the buffet line.
Like that?
Yeah. Eggs, hash browns.
What we
bacon,
doing Sunday?
Biscuits.
Today was Sunday.
On
Man, we gotta wait a whole week.
On the buffet line, you know, and then you get you a little mimosa and get you some music, watch the game. Like, yeah.
Man, they doing it like that?
Yes.
Who is the person again? What restaurant is that?
Lila Mays.
Black owned?
Absolutely. Shout out to Tramisha.
Definitely got a shout. And we need to get them on the show and maybe bring some food over here so we can try it out.
Yeah.
Taste that food.
Hey, I'm trying to tell y'all.
Is it just because of the food?
No.
Oh,
Listen.
Well,
I'm gonna tell you what. Ben, you was here with my when
He just looked very intrigued by the food, so I was just wondering.
But you know how John is. John, look, that's because John next week he'll be on a fast, so he got to get it in when he can get it in. You know what I mean? But also, I want to give a big shout out to my boy Chubbs. You know what I'm saying? At Soul Food Casino. You know, hey, if y'all haven't been over there, it's in Havelock. Go get it.
This dude made me this dude had the nerve to have a fish taco. And I said, okay, the fish taco's on special.
Who, that Chubbs?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It was catfish in the taco. And instead of cabbage, he had collard greens.
Fire.
So I'm like, you playing with me right now. This the best fish taco I ever had in my life,
man.
Fire. Telling you, big,
yeah.
Hey, Soul Food Casino. I'm trying to tell
like
y'all.
Yeah.
Hey, big bro Chubbs.
Yeah, he was out. He done first Saturday a few times, and that's what it is for me. Like I love like just shouting other people out and trying to give other businesses exposure.
Oh, absolutely.
And just move around. So like, that's something that I really want to do this year is try to do some events at different businesses and just try to just spread some love and
bring
help
that
people
notoriety.
get exposure. And I feel like I have a little bit of a platform where people kind of tune in and so if there's anything I could do, I try to do it. Even if it's just sharing people's stuff,
right.
And I feel like in this community, going back to the Malone Center and when I grew up, there was a few things happening in the community that, in my opinion, kept us connected. One of those things was the radio station. We had KZUM that did a
big shout out to Miss B.
Yeah, they did what they called urban programming,
right,
from Friday to Sunday. And so you literally had the best in Black music all weekend. And it was something that this was pre-internet, this was pre-phones.
Right.
People really did listen to the radio station.
When you recorded, when you had to put your paper in the tape deck and record your song.
Yeah. And so station was literally right there. And so I feel like we all kind of tuned in and tapped in.
Right.
And so there were a lot of events that came from that station and during those times, and they were very well supported, and a lot of people from the community came out to support, urban programming and to support other businesses and to just come together.
Right.
And I feel like we tapped in, we were all kind of tapped in at one place in one time.
Right.
And in the Malone Center, that was a place, in the Shield as well. In the old F Street, there was a few spots, but the Malone was like the spot where you came and you could really tap in. You saw your people and you kind of got information, and
right.
So we were connected in a few ways. And I feel like we with technology, we should be more connected, but I feel like we're disconnected.
Yep.
I talk to people all the time. I run into people all the time, and I'm sharing information that people just didn't know. For example, the Malone getting ready to revamp and have a whole new building.
Right.
There's people that don't know that.
That's crazy.
I run into people all the time that they're like, man, for real? And I'd be like, yo, John Goodwin? Of course. He's the executive director. Shut up. Wow. I'm like, bro, where you been at? And it's like, man, I don't be doing much. I just be chilling. And it's like, so it's like everybody live 15 minutes away from each other.
Right.
And we all got these.
Yep.
And we all
and ain't nobody talking to nobody.
And it's like I feel like we're disconnected. And so, I really want to, and I don't know the answer to this question. And I guess I pose it to the group. It's like, how can we address that? How can we, as a community, become more connected? And I think what you're doing here at the Ticket, that's what we need. We need a place where people can tune in and tap into, because there's so many people doing great things in this community. Like shout out to Sarah, Southern Comfort Food. She just had the Black Expo at City Impact yesterday. You all just did your very first celebration. We have businesses that are popping up.
Yeah, it's something going on all the time.
There's always something going on. Somebody doing something. But it's like we don't always know.
Right.
I still got people coming to First Saturdays for their first time. I've been doing it 8 years. I'm like, bro.
And what is First Saturdays for those who don't know what that is?
First Saturdays is an event for like-minded people and music lovers from the age of 25 and up. It's every first Saturday. We play the best music from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, and brand new music. So you'll get Southern soul, you'll get blues, you'll get hip hop, you'll get R&B, you'll get disco, you'll get, classic R&B from the 70s. You'll get some brand new music.
Right.
And you're also gonna get you a plate of soul food.
There you go.
So it's like the only spot where you could be on the dance floor listening to some Marvin Gaye,
eating at the same time,
eating some soulful Cosina, or some Lila Mays, or
Mary Ellen's
or something, and just having a good time. And
where do you have that event at?
Right now we're at the Storm Cellar,
okay,
which is on 13th and Arapahoe, and we've been doing it for almost 8 years, and it's just a beautiful time. It's like if you ever feel like going to a reunion,
right,
come the first Saturday. You see everybody you haven't seen, and you get a chance to just catch up with people and listen to that music that you grew up on, and just vibe and just have a great time.
What time does kick off?
We go from 9 to 2.
9 to 2.
Yeah.
Man, that's bedtime.
Yeah. No.
I literally was getting ready for it because D was like, "Man, you ain't gonna show." I'm like,
"Man,
I'm gonna
you
show
out
up
on your own show.
I'm gonna show up." Man, I fell asleep, bro. I ironed my clothes.
This is the most, bruh. This is the most, bruh. I was trying. I swear, I had my clothes ironed. They was
creased.
Bro, they were creased, man. I had the creased in the pants, man, and fell
I'm
asleep.
gonna tell you something. When you ask John to do something, he gonna say yeah, off the rip. He gonna ask you when.
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way it's gonna go. So after that, 2 hours after that, call him. Call him, especially if it's that day or the day before. Bro, we still on for that? Yeah. Let me check. Yeah. I say so we good. So the day of the event, call that morning.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be like, okay, yeah, we good. And then just tell him, bro, let's meet somewhere. You gotta go be with him.
Early.
Yeah, you gotta go be with him. Because listen,
a lot going on.
Yeah, because somebody else about to get on his phone. He about to be and totally forget about. Look, I throw a meeting on this calendar. We got a meeting today.
Like, what is this? Where does come from?
Yeah, be like, what we talking about? I say, yeah. So you got to just be with the day of the event.
Mm-hmm.
Go get John.
Yeah,
and be with him.
It is a great time, though. It's definitely a great time.
Did you make it?
Yeah, I made it a couple of times.
Okay,
been a few times.
Yeah.
Okay.
The vibe was nice. The music, the food, it was all good. It was all good.
Right.
I didn't stay to 2:00 though, but
all right.
Yeah.
And
I love that. I love that. I love people. I always tell people like, yo, you don't gotta stay all night.
Right.
Come through, get you a plate, grab you a drink, listen to a couple of tunes, dance. Grab your lady, come dance a couple times, and
crazy.
be out.
I've never been. It's crazy, but I don't club. You know what I mean? So I mean that. So, but the atmosphere you just described would draw that curiosity. Just the vibe, because like you said, the family reunion type. Because I when you said that, I heard the music already.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
You heard Earth, Wind, and Fire. You heard September.
Fire. Yeah. You know what
That's
I mean.
That's what we do.
So I'm like, man, just to be sitting there, bobbing and just like, yeah. So me and John, what I'm saying, we'll get with John.
Yeah, he gonna be like, yeah, Doc, I'm gonna be in there, Doc. I'm coming in that joker. Sunday come, man, look, Doc.
Oh, he even said the joke.
I'm gonna give him
come up in that joker.
I'm gonna give him a chance to have an scapegoat. I mean, because he gonna say, man, Mike didn't even call me, man. He was supposed to have to call me. But no, so we're
it's beautiful because I don't see people every month.
Right.
And that's what I like. I see people every 3-4 months.
Right.
It's like when, it's like, oh man, I finally had a chance to get outside.
Yeah.
And that's, I get that. I love that because it's like, we be busy and but it's there for when when
that
you
downtime,
you got that birthday coming up,
yeah.
or it's like you got that reunion coming up, or somebody graduated and somebody got married and people are out because and they're like, yo, I remembered we was over here and we remember this first Saturdays and like we here and we happy about it. You might not see me for another 6 months.
Yeah.
But that's
because
dope.
you'll be told, because Kevin used to go all the time. But I remember when Kevin first moved here, the first thing that when somebody moved to Lincoln, especially, in our culture, the first thing they say is, where can I go find our people?
Right.
No matter if you don't know nothing, first Saturday.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll build your relationships from right there. First Saturday.
Yeah.
And so like Kevin used to tell me all the time, man, I went to first Saturday this, and I was
not
like,
only
man.
did he come, he actually he led a 2-step group.
Oh, okay.
That sounds like
No, it wasn't a 2-step. It was it was like the slide dances.
Okay,
the
line dances. Okay, yes.
He came early and he led some coaching. And it was amazing because like, where are you gonna learn how to line dance? Like there's so many different line dances.
Right.
And we stuck doing the Cupid Shuffle because nobody teach us.
And he
got
cold at it too.
Yeah. And so he came through early and people came early and they learned some different line dances and that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like, and then they stayed and had a few drinks and got them a plate and they ended up closing down the night.
Right.
People come through. I'd be like, yo, just come through for 15 minutes.
Right.
They'd be like, I'm here. You know, I'm just gonna grab me a quick drink and I'm gonna go on.
Yeah.
2:15. They like D-Love, man.
Yeah.
This thing was joking.
Yeah.
You lose the time in there, man. You definitely lose the time in there. I will say that. Oh man, we breaking already. He done gave a sign already.
I seen him in the window. I thought somebody was jumping through the window.
It's been 20 minutes.
Oh man, how time flies.
Man.
Listen, we'll be back. We still have a few more things we got to hit on.
He trying to get to that chicken sandwich.
That's what chicken sandwich and the
Maybe.
fries. It's 93.7 The Ticket, the Malone Radio Show. We'll be right back after these messages.
Tune in to the Malone Radio Show from 9 to 10 p.m. every Sunday night to learn more about the Malone Center's goal to eliminate multi-generational poverty in Lincoln. It's the Malone Radio Show every Sunday night from 9 to 10 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
My dream was to work in commercial banking, but it required a college degree and I didn't have one. I found out that Doane had classes for adult learners on the Lincoln campus and online. So I earned my bachelor's degree, and 5 months later, I landed my dream job. I decided to continue my education, and now I'm working on my MBA at Doane. For me, the Doane experience has been life-changing.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Have you been accused of a crime? Is your liberty and freedom at stake? At Liberty Law Group, we are committed to defending the liberty and pursuing justice for those accused. Going to court is stressful, overwhelming, and full of uncertainty. At Liberty Law Group, we carry that burden for you. When legal troubles are keeping you up at night, trust Liberty Law Group to fight your battles. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
If you came across someone struggling with hunger, how would you recognize them?
By their clothes,
their age,
the way they speak.
Hunger can be hard to recognize. Learn why at IamHungerInAmerica.org. Brought to you by Feeding America, 200 Food Banks Strong, and the Ad Council.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries. Load up on meat and more this winter at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's specials through February 27th is whole brisket for just $4.99 per pound and $1.50 off all nuts, including Treat Bake Shop and Twin Springs pecans. And don't forget about lunch on Fired Up Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Locations at 84th and Havelock and 30th and Yankee Hill in Lincoln and 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town. You can get diesel anywhere, but what about Atomic Diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
I'm Chris Jakimick. I served in the United States Air Force and I deployed 3 times. So in 2017, I was serving as an Air Force First Sergeant. Our motto in that role is my job is people, everyone is my business. But unfortunately in that year, I would lose my own brother, Lance Corporal Adam Jakimick, to suicide. The majority of veteran suicides are from guns. I store my weapons securely, not only for myself, but for my family. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide. My service never stops.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries. You can get diesel anywhere, but what about atomic diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with atomic diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how atomic diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
Now back to the Malone Radio Show, sponsored by The Post on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We are back. We are back
Yes,
with
indeed.
D-Love. Derek Jones, D-Love.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that name from, D?
House Party,
House
the movie.
Party. House Party, the movie.
Martin Lawrence. I don't know if you remember the very first House Party. Martin Lawrence was B-Love.
B-Love.
B-Love in the house. I'm like 11. I'm like, well, I'm D-Love then. That's because my name started with a D. And it just stuck and couldn't get rid of it.
Yeah.
Like I've tried to get rid
He
of it.
came in B-Love in the head.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna just be D-Love. I don't know.
That boy gave
That makes
himself a
sense.
name.
Yeah. It makes sense though.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I couldn't shake it.
Hey.
So it is what it is.
Ain't no need to shake it. Ain't no need to shake it. So
And I just want to touch on this real quick, real fast, because this is how I know the Malone is growing. This is how I know the Malone is growing, because John's hair is growing. and I don't know how. Okay. I don't know how. I was John's barber. I was his barber for 15 years. 15 years I was his barber.
15.
Yes. This is true story. True story. I've been cutting John's hair for 15 years. We have had the talk several times. Like, D-Love, I should just let it go. And I'm like, yeah, John. I mean, we all gotta go through it as a people. You know, he's like, man, it's coming thinning up here. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Man, look, everybody ain't blessed. And he took this job at the Malone, and it was like miraculous. It was miraculous how he got dreads to his shoulders. And I'm like, John, if you don't, like, you ain't gonna share. You see what I'm dealing with. You see what I'm working with, and you ain't gonna share. I've been your barber. I've been your confidant. I've been like your counselor, your bro. And whatever you doing to grow hair, you ain't just gonna slide it to me.
That boy got hang time, don't he?
How? I'll come back on the show so we can dive in. We can do, because we need to dig into this.
This is serious.
How?
This is serious.
Man.
How?
Oh man, I'm in
Can
tears.
you do it?
No, there's no. No.
I'm
He
in
did.
tears.
He gone like the wind.
Oh man, I'm in tears. That is hilarious. I don't know, man. I shocked myself with this. Man.
Oh man.
And it was
And it's styled.
But we have had like serious talks. He been in my chair like, D-Love, man, I'm thinking about cutting it off. I'm thinking about cutting this joke off. And he got dreads down to his. I'm like, how?
No.
oh,
CMOS.
CMOS. The CMOS.
So as long as you see John with his hair, just know that Malone is in a good place.
In a good place.
His hair growing, the Malone gonna grow.
Hey.
It's something in the water at the
Man,
Malone. So long as they don't change the pipes too bad,
Man. It's something up
we're
in there,
gonna be
man.
all right.
I'm trying to tell you. I remember when he first started, he had the little roaches just twisted.
Yeah, I'm like, and I'm sitting there like, this dude. We feel okay. All right. I'm gonna let it. Oh man, never would I have imagined. I'm like, yo, this is Black History in February. Oh man. Oh man.
Because the crazy thing about it is, when Tommy was growing his, big shout out to my boy Tommy Armstrong. When Tommy was growing his, John was like, man, you gonna cut him. You gonna cut him. Tommy was like, nah, I ain't gonna cut him. I ain't gonna cut him. Tommy ended up cutting his, but he had just started his. So then Tommy was down. Tommy see his. Tommy was like, man, I should have killed
mine. I didn't know I could grow it, man. I'm telling you, I didn't know.
Sea moss.
I didn't know, man. My kids, they talked
that's
about
what they
that's
out
what
the
it
house.
was. They talked about me. They said, Dad, you can't grow no hair. And I said, I can.
He willed it.
Listen.
Willed them.
Listen.
I think I can.
Hey, never say you can't do nothing.
That boy willed
it. I said, I can, man. And it just started growing.
Blue magic.
You know, I was thinking the other day, like, what happened to Rogaine? Right. Did you ever hear of Rogaine? No
it's in a can they spray. That's what they spraying. What is that they spray? The barbers?
I don't know what that is. They be cheating on that.
Yeah, oh my God.
They be cheating on that.
You get a whole unit.
A whole unit. I seen a dude, somebody sent me a picture the other day. Dude had a whole head spray lined up and everything. Yeah. I would have put a match on his head.
Bruh.
Yeah.
They just don't. Some people just don't cut no more, man. They don't know how to do it no more, man. But they charge $80, $100 for a cut. D used to slice me up nice. Now I will say that he used to. He started me off, and it was over there by Union College, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's when I started, and he stopped cutting. I had to go find somebody else. Then he came back.
But you didn't have no hair anyway.
I did.
I don't understand.
You was tapering me up, man. You was tapering me up.
Because you was depressed. You was like, man, look, Doc.
Because I was looking at your head. He had the braids all the way down here, styled every week. I come in there, it's something different. Yeah.
So shout out. Just if you tuned in, shout out to the community. Like I was just a beautiful experience being a barber, being a barbershop owner, and just getting a chance to get to know everybody in the community. And there's very few people that I haven't cut their hair, and now people have brought their sons and daughters to me, and it just it really jump started my DJ career just because of the relationships that I've had and being involved in places like the Malone Center. And I'm just it's kind of like a love and hate relationship with this community.
Right.
Not for the people. It's just it's tough to be a DJ. It's tough to be a DJ in the city. It's tough to provide quality nightlife experiences for my people, because there's not a lot of my people.
And facility wise, there's not a lot of room, for us to, but like you said earlier too, though, it's like, man, one thing we got to do is learn how to just exist, learn how to come have fun and go home.
Yes.
Learn how to, all this old, I got issues with this person, leave that stuff at home. But it seemed like it never fails. It always follows. Look, we was just looking on that Cam Newton getting into a fight.
Mm-hmm. And that brings up something with the, what was it, 2020, when we had that event, you DJ'd at Malone, and I spoke, Ishma Police was there after George Floyd.
Yeah.
And you DJ'd that thing, and it was a beautiful thing, but we got so much slack from.
We caught hell.
Man, look, man, it was what turned out to be a beautiful event. It was just darts everywhere, man. I was getting them. D-Love was getting them. Ishmael was getting them. We were all getting darts.
Oh, that's when they
we just
the
we
whole
was,
Facebook,
we was
whole
doing
social,
the Cupid
whole
Shuffle.
social, yeah.
I put on the Cupid Shuffle.
Yes.
This is supposed to be a unifying
Yes.
event. We're supposed to come together, right? So I put on the Cupid Shuffle, and everybody knows that Chastity
she gonna go. Matter of fact, it was a video that I posted. I mean, that I recorded.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It sure was.
Yeah.
It sure was. I'm like, y'all know Chastity gonna get out here.
Yeah.
And so it's like, man, I caught so much hell for that, but it's like you're saying, we gotta we've gotta get to a place where we can just coexist and we can support each other and we can just, but y'all are doing these things. Like, I can't speak on everything that's going on in the Malone, but I do know that, I see these programs. I see Ishmael, taking these kids to the college tour. I mean, that story that Ishmael shared from those years of taking those kids on the college tour. I mean, those are memories these kids will never forget.
Never forget.
It will be with them for the rest. It literally,
because a lot of these kids here will never know, won't know or don't know what an HBCU is. They'll never have. They'll never go. They'll never. And out of that tour, a couple of those individuals are transferring from UNL to go to HBCUs.
See, and you've got mental health. You've got the athletic program. Like, I have seen the Malone, since the early 90s. I have been in and out of the Malone Center since the early 90s, and I see the growth.
Right.
And it's a beautiful thing. And I salute y'all. Thank you for having
that. Bro, we got to have you back.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we
got so much stuff to touch on.
And we may be back next Sunday. Nick, if you're listening.
Yeah,
Nick, if you listening,
man,
we got to say it.
Nick, hit the line, bro.
Hit the line. We already got it.
Yeah.
Hey, this is the Malone Radio Show. D-Love, thank you for coming on to the show.
Yeah, buddy.
Mike, thanks for driving back to that van.
Man, you already
Daddy
know.
Daycare up in this mug. Ben, it's been our pleasure, man. Thanks.
Go get that chicken sandwich.
Going to get the chicken sandwich.
Yes, sir.
Honey mustard.
With that honey mustard. Y'all have a great week. We'll be back next week with more guests. Have a good one.
Absolutely. Peace.
Tune in to the Malone Radio Show from 9 to 10 p.m. every Sunday night to learn more about the Malone Center's goal to eliminate multi-generational poverty in Lincoln. It's the Malone Radio Show every Sunday night from 9 to 10 p.m. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Have you been accused of a crime? Is your liberty